All right, this is part two. Yeah, you guys are gonna pay a horrific price when I'm king, man. You're gonna be left behind and bad, my God, when I'm king. Yeah, man. You're gonna pay a horrific price. You guys think there's hope, obviously, because you're repping people. Oh, Ivan made videos for us. Ivan edited his series like 5 months ago, and he made listening series for us. Yeah, but you don't see my face. You see what I'm saying? I signed on this channel already, guys. The only reason why, guys, I made a listening series is because there was a delay. I thought I'd be paying the fee last year, hence why there's a huge delay. Okay, I'm not going to pay the fee for a good 2 years. I might as well pump out a listening series for the world. That's the only reason why I made a listening series. Otherwise, I never would have made any videos. You see what I'm saying here? But you guys think there's hope. There's no hope, as I'm not going to save you when I'm king, man. You're going to pay a price too. You made me pay, you're also going to pay too. You're going to be abandoned by God. You're not a part of my glory. I keep saying that. I'm going to keep on saying that. See what I'm saying here? You're not going to be saved. Anyways, enough about me exposing you guys. I think I've exposed you guys enough. You guys know I'm peacing out when I'm king. I'm on the mood for games. You know what I'm saying? I don't play around with death, guys. The moment you try me with sharing death, that's the last time you're ever going to hear from me ever again. I'm peacing out my wife when I'm king, man. I keep saying this. Because I know death is a joke to you guys. I don't play around with fucking suffering death. You guys are fucking crazy people, man. And people make fun of me because of my mental illness. Oh, Ivan's crazy and all stuff. And what about you guys? You guys are 10 times crazier than me. After killing an innocent man in Salvage Town, you think he'll save you when he's king. Because you're crazy psychopaths, man. I'm gonna mess with you, Jimmy, man. Yeah, let's talk about Sky Source. All right? Yeah, so my Sky Source company will be the biggest film brand in the entertainment industry. Bigger than Disney Film Studios, Warner Bros., Universal, Paramount, Lionsgate. You know what I'm saying? Bigger than Paramount, Sony, Columbia Pictures, Netflix, Warner Bros., Universal, bigger than all those companies. That's all the big A's actors. They all work for those companies. They all work for one of those companies. They either work for Disney, Warner Bros., Universal. They work for all those big companies. All the big A's actors. And my company will be bigger than all those companies. I'll be able to pay the Hollywood actors more money on average. Biggest actors, all the major roles, the biggest actors get 2 to 4.9. That's good. The rising stars get 5 to 8.9. But there's exceptions where sometimes I'll pay the A's, small A's actors even $6, $7 million. It just depends if they're pretty major role, I'll pay them a bit less. Pay them 5, 6, 7 million bucks. Rising star salary. There's exceptions obviously, but for the rising stars, they get 5 to 8.9. The bigger ones get 9 plus million, 9 to 15.9 million. The small A's actors, sorry, the small A's actors get 9 to 15.9. They don't get a bonus. And the bigger ones get 16 to 30.9 mil bonus, 16 to 39, 60 to 30.9 mil salary, and they get two bonuses there. The ones that are worth 70 to like $99 million, those ones uh, you pay what? You pay 4 to 7.9 mil bonus. And then for post filming bonus, you can pay those guys 3 to like 4 million bucks. Those guys. Three to 4 million bucks, and then the ones who are worth 100 to 199 million, those guys get 8 to 14.9 mil bonus, and they get a for their pre bonus and their post filming bonus, they get like 5 to 7 mil bonus around there. 5 to like I don't know 6.5 mil bonus those guys get after filming is completed. That way you keep them happy. Obviously, 5 to 7 those guys make, and the bigger ones get 7 plus. They get 7 to 10 mil bonus for their post filming. The ones who were 200 million plus, and for their pre signing bonus, they get what 15 to 20.9 mil bonus. That's my payment structure for my company. So if the guy's worth $200 million, you pay him like a 7 to 10 mil bonus after filming is completed. Obviously, the guys who are worth 100 million to 199 million, you pay them a 5 to 7 mil bonus max. And that's why I'm paying Scarlett Johansson Ben Affleck at the high end, $7 million. And Keanu Reeves, I'm paying him his 10 mil bonus after film is completed. Obviously, getting a nice check, obviously, and then the smaller, bigger A's, there's the ones who are worth 70 to 99 million. Those guys you pay 3 to 5 mil bonus, which is nice. The guy's worth 80 million, you can pay him a 4 mil bonus after film is completed, after for his post filming bonus. It's a nice bonus, a couple million in the bank. It's a nice paycheck. Yeah. Pay them that bonus. That way you keep the bigger A'ers happy. Because I told you the contract that me and VJ are signing is a massive contract. It's the biggest movie contract ever signed for an actor. As me and VJ will be the most famous actors. We'll be the most famous actors, the most powerful actors, and we'll be the highest paid actors in the world. If you think these actors in Hollywood make a lot of money, it's nothing compared to the money me and VJ are making. You know what I'm saying? The highest signed contract, I believe, was Keanu Reeves' $250 million contract for Matrix. And yet that contract is nothing compared to the contract I'm signing with my wife with Amazon for the merch and the box office. We're going to make like $4.5 billion off the movie and the posters. A lot of money, man. Yeah, man. We invested $980 million of our money. We made like $4.5 billion off the movie and merch. Yeah, it's a good paycheck. Biggest movie contract ever. Me and you're going to sign. Yeah, man. We're going to be king and queen of the box office. King and queen of the box office. Yeah, man, me and VJ are going to be loaded, man. We're going to be the highest paid movie stars in the world. Think about it. Tom Cruise, Will Smith, Tom Hanks, all those big actors, they get paid a lot of money in Hollywood. Like 20 million, 30 million, 40 million bucks. Some of them even make like 100 million with the royalties sometimes, right? Yeah, that's nothing compared to the kind of money we are making for Zanus. We're gonna make like 4 billion, 4.5 billion off of movies and posters and mugs. Yeah, man. We signed a massive deal with Amazon. A massive deal with Amazon. Yeah, we're gonna be embarrassment of riches, man. Hence why you pay the Hollywood actors a lot of money. But even though the amount of money they're making is pocket change compared to how much me and are making, you need to pay these guys a lot of money. That way you keep them happy. You see what I'm saying? You keep them happy. If the actors walk away with a 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, $30 million check after taxes, you know what I'm saying, their bank, they're not going to be angry. So if a big A-lister who's worth like what, I don't know, 80 million bucks walks away with 10, 11 million in his bank after the movie project. Yeah, it's pocket change compared to how much me and made, but he won't be angry because he got a nice check in the bank. He got a nice 10.5, $11 million check after taxes in the bank. So he's $11 million richer. That's a nice paycheck. As most of them don't make that in Hollywood. Because most of them get like what? Like 8, 9, 10, 12 million per movie, which is like 7 million after taxes, and you get your agent, you have like 6 million in your bank. Yeah, I'm paying more money than the Hollywood on average. You see what I'm saying? If you want to keep these Hollywood actors happy, you got to pay them a lot of money. You want to keep guys like Chris Hemsworth, Will Smith, Natalie Portman, and Mark Wahlberg, those guys happy, and you know what I'm saying, and Keanu Reeves and Scarlett Johansson, you have to pay them a lot of money. You see what I'm saying? Even though it's nothing compared to how much movies are making, you pay them a lot of money. You see what I'm saying? You have to pay them a lot of money. That way you keep them happy. Because trust me, all those actors know, because me and VJ have the keys, they know me and VJ signed that. Once they see the documentary of Zanus, they know, yeah, we know I and VJ are going to sign that massive deal with Amazon. 60% of all profits for the box office and the merch. They know it's a big contract. They're what? To keep them happy, you have to pay those actors a lot of money. You see what I'm saying? For the actors post filming bonus, I'll just pay them their bonus from the budget, obviously. As I told you, for the Gray Escape movie, I'm going to have probably about 40 million left over, 45 million left over in the budget, in my movie budget. I can use that money to pay Keanu Reeves. Some of that money to pay Keanu Reeves. A good chunk of that money will be used to pay Keanu Reeves, Ben Affleck, and Scarlett Johansson their bonus. and the rest of the money is going towards the world tour. You need to save some money for the world tour. If I have I don't know 15 million left, the rest of that money will be used for the world tour, flying in all the crewmen actors for the red carpet, as well as I'll put maybe I don't know maybe 2-3 million towards special effects, a bit more towards special effects. If there's like 10 million left over after I go on the world tour, I can put like 5 million towards special effects. Okay, here's another 5 million towards special effects. Put this money towards more the fighting scenes with the Great Escape. I don't have to put any more money towards special effects for the Great Escape though. That's 250 million is more than enough. So the rest of the money I just use it to pay Keanu Reeves and all of them their salary, their bonus obviously, their post-filming bonus, and the rest you also have the world tour. Obviously, you also have the world tour. The world tour, and the leftover money. If there's leftover money, I'll just put it towards special effects. Obviously, okay. If there's like 7 million left over after I go on the world tour, and I'm saying I'll put like some of that money towards special effects, and I'm gonna have to save a couple $1,000,000 because I have to fly in all the crewmen and the actors for the red carpet event. You have to pay for their flights. Obviously, you fly them all to the red carpet event for on the 2-day party for the Great Escape movie. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That way you keep the big A-list actors happy. And if you want to keep the small A-list actors happy, you got to pay them a lot of money too. But the small A-list actors are not worth a bonus. I can easily pay them like a 500K bonus or something like that, a 1 million bonus, but they're not worth it. You got to watch for your budget too. They're not worth it, man. The small A-list actors are not worth the bonuses because they only build some buzz. They don't build a lot of buzz like the bigger ones build. See what I'm saying? The small A-list actors build some buzz because they're A-list actors, but they don't build the kind of buzz the bigger ones build. Like John Krasinski, Paul Bettany, and all of them are not gonna. And I'm saying, or Henry Cavill and all of them, they're not gonna build. They're not gonna build crazy buzz. They're gonna build some buzz, but not crazy buzz. Whereas guys like Ben Affleck, Scarlett Johansson, and Keanu Reeves will build buzz because they're big actors. You see what I'm saying? That's why they're worth the dough. The bigger ones are the ones who are worth the dough, obviously. And if Paul Bettany and John Krasinski get mad and angry, like, it's not fair, Ivan. You're paying Keanu Reeves his fucking bonus. You know what I'm saying? It's not fair, Ivan. Like, what the fuck, man? You're paying fucking Ben Affleck and like Scarlett Johansson their fucking like bonus. So we're not getting a bonus. I'm like, guys, you're not as big as them, man. You're not them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're not them, man. Hence why I'm not paying you. You're a big ace actor, hence why I'm paying you a rich salary, but that's all you're getting. I'm not paying you a bonus. If you're angry, then you're more than welcome to work in Hollywood off my offer. I'm going to keep on saying this, man. If Skyscraper is not good enough for you, you're more than welcome to work in Hollywood if you don't like my offer, man. What I'm paying you is good enough, as you're not going to make this in Hollywood on average. You see what I'm saying? If 13 million isn't good enough for John Krasinski, he's more than welcome to work. To what? To work in Hollywood if he doesn't like my offer. I'm like, John, if you don't like my offer, you know what I'm saying? You're more than welcome to what? To work in Hollywood if you like my offer. Oh, I mean, it's a deal. You know what I'm saying? You're paying more money even when Hollywood pays on average. Yes, $13 million is a lot of money. As John Krasinski's walking away with, I don't know. He's walking away with what? He's walking away with like a $6 million, $5.8 million check in his bank after taxes. And they're raising his agent. That's a nice paycheck, man, after taxes. 5.7, 6 million in his bank after taxes. He's walking away with. You see what I'm saying? 5.9 million, $6 million. A $6 million check after taxes is a rich fucking paycheck for a fucking A-list actor. As John Krasinski probably makes on average $3 million, $4 million for his movie. He probably only made $3.5 million for Quiet Place. And I'm paying him $13 million. It's a nice paycheck. If you don't have my offer, yeah. Paul Bettany's walking away with like, I don't know, 4.5 million or something like that. 4.7 million after taxes and the rates. Because don't forget you have the rates as an agent. It's a nice paycheck for Paul Bettany. So that's a lot of money. You can buy nice cars with that money, buy another house, go on a nice vacation with your family. Yes, and a lot of money. If you don't have my offer, you're more than welcome to work on Hollywood. My offer, I have this deal. You know what I'm saying? You're paying us a lot of money. Yes, I'm paying you a lot of money. You don't make this in Hollywood on average. Paul Bettany probably makes like $2 million for his movies on average. $3 million for his movies. $4 million maybe. You see what I'm saying? I'm paying more money than what Hollywood pays on average. If you don't have my offer, work in Hollywood, you don't have my offer. I'm going to keep saying that. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's a deal. You know what I'm saying? You're paying me a lot of money. Yes, I'm paying you a lot of money. And I'm also giving you commercial money too. You get $40,000 worth of commercial money. I could up the commercial money for the actors. I can pay them $20K. $20K per commercial if I want. I can pay them more money. No, $10K is enough. No one's spoiling. $10K is more than enough for the commercial. That's enough. That's enough. For a 1.5 minute commercial, $10,000 check is a nice paycheck. That's good enough. I could pay them more if I want to, but no. For fucking 1.5 minute commercial, 10 grand for the actors is good enough for them. Pay them $10,000 each. That's good enough for them. That's good. That's a good deal. Hey guys, I'm not going to pay you for 1 year. So what I'll do is I'll pay you $20,000 worth of commercial money. That way you have some nice pocket money for yourself. Rich pocket money. 20 grand is rich pocket money. It's nice rich pocket money for yourself. You have some nice rich pocket money for yourself. You see what I'm saying? You can go to the bar with that money. You can, you know what I'm saying? When you hang out with what? Your co-stars, when you're staying in a luxury hotel the second year for the Grayscape movie. You see what I'm saying? I'll pay them nice $20,000 in commercial, which is nice. Which is nice. Let's see. Matt Damon is also good for what? The Grayscape movie too. Because he did that movie what? He did Born Identity. I can hire one. I can hire an extra A-list actor if I want. Hire 4 A-list actors. You can have Matt Damon be in the movie, or you can have another woman actor be in the movie. Maybe Angelina Jolie. I can picture Angelina Jolie as a secret agent too. But 3, I can't have any more than 3 because you gotta watch out for your budget, man. You gotta watch out for your budget. Or what I can do is I can have 4. I can have 4 small, bigger A-listers, but like the fourth one, I'll have him be a pretty major role, and you pay him or her a little bit less than the just like I'm paying Job a little bit less. So if I have Matt Damon in the Grayscape movie with Ben Affleck, you can have him be a pretty major role. You can pay him less, pay him like 17 million. You can pay him like a what, like a I don't know, a 10 mil bonus. Pay him a bit less. As a pretty major role, but he might get angry because he'll want more money. You see what I'm saying here? And that's why I'm just gonna stick to 3 small A-listers because Keanu Reeves and Ben Affleck and all of them are costing me like $100 million in salaries and bonuses, obviously. And if you're including their post-filming bonus, you're looking at like $160 million. And they're costing me, man. They're costing me a lot of money. Keanu Reeves and all of them. See what I'm saying? But I can easily afford it because I have a huge budget. So to have balance, what I'll do is I'll pay them their pre-signing bonus and their salaries, obviously. That's all paid through the salary budget, whereas their post-filming bonus is paid through the movie budget. The leftover money from the movie. Because I'm going to have, I don't know, like $40 million left over in the movie budget. I'll use that money to pay Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck their bonus. And the rest of the money will be used for the world tour. There's like $50 million left over after I pay their bonuses. It'll be used to what? It'll be used to pay. I could pay the small A as a bonus too, after filming. They don't get a pre-signing bonus, but I could pay them a bonus after filming if I want, like a 1 mil bonus, 1.5 mil bonus. I can do that for them. Nah, I'm not gonna do that for them, man. The small A actors are not worth that, man. They only build some buzz. In Hollywood, you might get bonuses, but for my company, you're not worth a bonus. Only the bigger ones are worth a bonus because they're the big actors in the industry. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta watch for your budget, man. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's good enough because I have to save money for the world tour. The world tour is gonna cost me in region like $2-3 million to pay for Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck, Paul Bettany, John Krasinski, all those guys, luxury hotels. That's gonna cost a lot of money, man. You're looking at like I don't know, 2 months of touring. It's gonna cost like $2 million. Hence what? I need to save as much as I can. Well, I have more than enough money, obviously. Because for my world tour, all the actors are going to be staying in luxury hotels. When we land in all these cities in Canada, America, and Europe, they all stay in luxury hotels every time we land. And I'm spoiling them. But they stay in the cheaper rooms, the $4,000 a night rooms. I'm not going to have them stay in $10,000 a night suites. No, it's going to drain your budget. Have them stay in nice $4,000 a night rooms. Cheaper suites, pretty much, right? Nice-ass, cheaper suite, $4,000 a night rooms at the luxury hotel. I'm going to tell Jon Favreau, try to find a hotel that has a pool. It's nice to have to stay in a hotel that has a pool. Actors can go swimming. You know what I'm saying? They can go swimming. Yeah, they can go swimming. Early morning, they can go to the gym. They can go swimming in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And around like 8 o'clock, the limo driver will take all of us to the buffet restaurant and we eat our breakfast. They take us back to the hotel, obviously. And at lunchtime, the limo driver takes us back to the same restaurant for lunch. And then around 4 o'clock, it takes us back again for dinner. 4 or 5 o'clock, it takes us for dinner. Chances are the interview will take place probably around the evening around there. Probably 5, 6, 7 o'clock, the interview will take place. Would probably be a nice 1 hour, 1.5 hour, 2 hour interview, something long, like a two hour interview for the actors. Actors living the life, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. When I went on that world tour, man, Ivan had us stay in like luxury hotels. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere we went, man. Yeah, he had us stay in like luxury, like fucking hotel rooms. Oh, like cheaper suites. Yeah, nice. Whereas in Hollywood, they have the actors stay in probably standard, cheaper hotels. Nice hotels, obviously, but the standard ones. Whereas me, I'm having all the actors stay in luxury hotels everywhere we go. I can easily afford it. But to have balance, you have to have what? Have all the actors stay in like $4,000 night rooms. Nice rooms, but not like high end suites, $7,000, $8,000 night suites. I'm saying otherwise it's gonna drain your budget. So yeah, I even had limo services for us, 24/7 limo services for us. Whenever we want to go get clothes, go see a movie on theaters, a limo driver takes us to the theaters. Yeah, the actors get 24/7 limo services. So for The Great Escape, Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck, Paul Bettany, and all them, Johnson Dempsey get 24/7 limo services to take them wherever they want to go. You want to see a movie, go to a bar, have a beer, go see a movie on theaters. You know what I'm saying? Go see a movie on theaters, have a drink at the bar, go clothes shopping. The limo driver will take them to what? To the place, which is nice. It's a nice perk. It's a nice perk, see what I'm saying? It's a nice perk. You know, Ivan, that's a nice perk. Yeah, it's a nice perk. I know what I'm doing. It's a nice perk, man. I'm giving, and the only Keanu Reeves, Ben Affleck, and all them also get their speaking fees too. I'll charge the venues to speak, obviously. My average price would probably be about $50, $55, $60,000 on average. Because chances are most of the venues I'm going to speak at, they're going to have a good like 20,000 people. There's 20,000 people, I'll charge like $55, $50, $60,000 to speak. If I charge $6,000 to speak, I will take like $16,000, $17,000, and then the 43,000 is split with the actors and directors and my two sort of hours and the head of production. You see what I'm saying? The money is split. If I speak at a venue with 50,000 people, I'll charge 100,000, 125,000. If I charge $100K, I'll take $30,000. And then the $70,000 is split with the actors. The actors get a nice like $4,000 or $5,000 for themselves. It's Keanu Reeves, Ben Affleck, John Dempsey, and Paul Bettany, and all of them, and Javier Bardem. You know what I'm saying? They're all gonna make like, I don't know, like 150 grand in like speaking fees, man. Something nice, man. You know, I made like 150 grand off Ivan's speaking fee. But for The Great Escape, you're probably looking at a shorter. You're probably looking at a shorter world tour because it won't have the kind of buzz as Zanus. Zanus, you're probably looking at like a 3-month world tour. The Great Escape, maybe a month and a half touring or whatever it is, 2-month touring. Actors will make a good probably 125, 40K maybe. Whereas the Zanus actors are going to make more for their speaking fees. They're probably going to make like 200K plus, 180K plus. Whereas for the Great Escape, the actors are probably going to make maybe $140,000 in speaking fees. Me and Vijay will make maybe 600K, 500K in speaking fees for the Great Escape. My point is the actors are going to make a lot of money, man. I'm going to tell all the actors' agents for The Great Escape. Tell the actors to buy a zip. Tell Keanu Reeves, Ben Affleck, Scarlett Johansson, John Krasinski, and what? You know what I'm saying? Paul Bettany and Javier Bardem. Tell them to buy an envelope or to buy a zip bag, a zip plastic bag. That way, every time they get their nice checks for speaking at the venues, they put it in. They can put the checks in the zip bag. That way, no one steals it. And whenever you put the checks in your zip bag, put the check in what? Put your zip bag. Put your zip bag where your checks are stored in your luggage. Never leave it out. Keep it in a safe place in your luggage. Obviously, that way no one steals your checks. I'm gonna tell, look, man. Whenever we check into a nice luxury hotel, keep your checks in your in your luggage at all times. Don't leave it out in your bedroom and all stuff. No, because the people who clean the hotel, they can steal your checks. If they see the check, they might be tempted to steal it. They see a bunch of checks, they might be tempted to steal one of your checks. You gotta be careful because you live in a world. You might hear some noise. There's people listening to music. You gotta be careful. That's why what? Guys, if you lose your checks, the people will not recompensate you. So buy to make sure you don't lose your check. Buy like a plastic zip bag. Every time you get your checks, you put all your checks in that zip bag. Buy like 2 zip bags, 2 plastic zip bags, and store all your like 50, 60, 70 checks in there. You see what I'm saying? That way you don't lose your checks. Last thing you want to do is lose your nice checks. Store it all in your zip bag. That way you don't lose your checks. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to keep saying that. Yeah. It is coming to 6 o'clock, guys. Hence why, yeah, this video probably won't get uploaded until like 7 o'clock, 7:30. By the time I watch it, it'll be like 9 o'clock. Yeah, I won't be able to make another video today, guys. Sorry about that. After I watch this video, I'll just walk to the store. Once the video gets uploaded and I watch it, I'll walk to the store and get a pack of smokes for myself. A nice pack of smokes. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, that's the amazing life me and you're gonna live. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, the only way I won't charge the venues for speaking is if they don't charge the fans. I'm gonna tell the secretary, look, man. Every time the organizers call my office and you talk to them, ask them how much people will you have at the venue. I don't know. We'll have 20,000 people. Okay, hey Ivan, I'm gonna tell the secretary. Okay. This is my price range. Give the secretaries your price range. That way they know. Okay, if they have a venue of 20,000 people, charge them. Ivan will charge 55 to $60,000. If they have a venue of 15,000 people, 10,000 people, Ivan will charge 25, 30, 35,000, $40,000 to speak. If they have a venue of 30,000 people, Ivan will charge like 70, 75, 80,000 to speak. If they have a venue of 40,000 plus, Ivan will charge $100,000 to speak. Because 40,000 people is a lot of people. If you have 40,000 people, I'm going to charge $100K to speak. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my price range. 50,000 people, I'll charge like 125, 130,000 to speak. 140,000 to speak. It's a good deal. If you charge all the fans $10, you make $500K. You keep the majority of the pie. You give me $140,000. That's a good deal. I'm not going to be greedy and take half the pie. Realistically speaking, I should be taking half the pie because I'm the main show, but I'm not going to be greedy like that. Because you guys, I'll be nice. You guys can take the majority of the pie, but I want a piece of that pie. You know what I'm saying? And the organizer's like, yeah, that's fine. We're more than happy to pay Ivan. If we charge the fans $10, we can easily afford to pay him. Yeah, if you charge all the fans $10 to come to the venue, all the fans will gladly pay $10 to come to hear me speak. The what? They can easily afford to pay me and VJ and all the actors and my three guys, and then directors. They're what? They're our nice speaking fees. The actors are gonna make some nice money off that world tour, man. Chances are most of the venues will have a good like 20,000 people around there. So I'll charge on average 60,000. 60,000, I'll take 17 grand around there. And then the actors take the rest. They take 43 grand and they make a nice like 3 grand for themselves each. It's a nice paycheck, man. Yeah, I got a nice like $3,000, $4,000, $7,000, $10,000 off speaking for Ivan's world tour. Yeah, even though Ivan's greedy, he's generous, man. He gave us a nice piece of the money, man, for the speaking fees. Yeah, I'm greedy, but I'm generous enough to give them a nice piece of the speaking. If it's a huge venue with like what? With like 80,000 people, 70,000 people, I'm gonna charge like $250,000. If I charge $250,000, I will take like 80. Me and VJ take 80 grand, which is nice. And the 170K is split with the actors, and they make a nice like 10 grand each, 10.1 grand each. The actors, 16 people, yeah, about 10. Because I'm gonna bring about a good like 16 people with me, so everyone gets a nice like 10 grand each. Yeah, man, I made a nice like 10 grand speaking at a venue of like 60,000 people, man. Ivan gave me a nice $10,000. Yeah, I'm greedy. I took it home a nice 80K, but I'm nice enough to give the actors a nice 10 grand each of the money. So I'm saying I'm not greedy. I'm not cheap. I'm greedy, but I'm not cheap. So I'm saying, I'm not cheap like these people. As I guarantee, if this was someone else and they went on the world tour, they'd probably take the majority of the pie, man. They charge 100K, they'd probably take like 85K and give like $1,000 each of the actors. With me, I'm not like that. I'm not gonna be cheap like that. No, if I make 100K, I'll take 30K, which is a lot of money for me, VJ. And you split 70K with the actors. They make a nice $4 grand each, 4.5 thousand each. It's a nice paycheck. I'm greedy, but I'm not cheap. See what I'm saying here? I'm not going to be cheap with the Great Escape actors. I'm going to give Keanu Reeves and all of them a nice piece of the pie, for the speaking fees. The more people are at the event, the more money we make, obviously. The less people, the less money we make. So on average, 20,000 people, the what? All the actors will make on average like 2,000, 1,800 each around there. They'll make like 2,500 each on average, which is not a nice paycheck for speaking, man. 25,000, 2,500 each for speaking in all these places is a nice paycheck. I'm going to tell the actors, look, it's mandatory that you bring an envelope, or I recommend you get a zip bag. A zip bag's better. Get a zip bag. Put all your checks in the zip bag. That way you don't lose it. And keep your checks stored in your luggage at all times. Don't leave it out. Even when you check in the hotel room, don't leave your check out in your bedroom, as someone can steal it. As when you go to hotels, people clean the hotel rooms. They can steal your checks. Leave your checks in your luggage where nobody can see it. That way you don't have to worry about someone stealing your check. See what I'm saying here? Yeah. Make sure you do that. Make sure you do that, okay? Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Yeah, holy shit, I mean, your company's better than Hollywood. Yeah, man. Yeah, because I'm going to charge all the venues for speaking. The only people that won't charge are the what? Are the big ministries around the world. You know all the big ministries around the world that everyone watches? Like the big churches in America, the big churches in Canada, the big churches in Europe, Australia, New Zealand. You know those big churches? I won't charge those churches for speaking. Okay, if you guys want me to come and speak, I will speak at your church for free. Your church is a non-profit organization. I won't charge you to speak, obviously. But you guys have to provide the tables, the microphones, the projectors to play the trailers, the microphones, everything. You have to provide all that. I'm not paying for you. You see what I'm saying? And the people who want to interview me in VJ have to rent out the venue. I'm not renting. I look at it. If you want to interview me, you have to rent out the venue yourself. I'm not paying for you. The organizers have to rent out the venue. It won't cost much. To rent out a stadium for only a couple hours won't cost that much money. You rent it out for a good, I don't know, 2.5 hours. It only costs a couple $1,000s to rent. You see what I'm saying? It's not that expensive. Hence why you have to pay for that yourself. I'm not paying for you. And if you're going to charge the fans, I want a piece of that pie. If you think you're going to benefit off my success, make all that money off my success, I want a piece of the pie. It's fair. If you don't charge the fans, I will speak. Me and the actors and all of them are more than happy to speak for free. I don't mind speaking for free if you don't charge the fans. If we charge the fans, I want a piece of the pie.